Fight fans all around the world, let's talk some boxing. So we're going to talk about some things that made news. First of all, Austin Trout talking about moving down to welterweight. I still don't believe that, but that's what he basically said. And he's talking about facing any one of those top tier welterweights, particularly Danny Garcia. It's an interesting prospect, it's an interesting thought. I don't know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on that? Austin Trout moving down to welterweight to try to get another title. I'm not quite sure why he would want to do something like that, but that's what he's saying. So we'll see. With respect to you guys talking about, Sergey Kovalev facing Canelo Alvarez, I always thought that it was a much easier fight for Canelo than, say, a fight with Demetrius Andrade or Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, simply for the fact that Sergey Kovalev is soft to the body. And if a guy who had very few fights, in Anthony Yard, both amateur and professionally, could get to his body. I mean, Canelo, who's a professional seasoned veteran, a guy who's done it, way before Sergey Kovalev came on the scene and became world champion, been world champion way before him, is known for going to the body and known for slipping jabs and getting past the jab. What do you think Canelo's going to do to him? So, some people are talking about, Canelo, he's too small and he wasn't able to stop certain fighters. This is different. This guy, he's soft to the body. You hit him to the body. Andrew Ward's not known as a power puncher. You hit him to the body, So anyway, that's why I didn't really fancy that fight. I didn't fancy Canelo facing Sergey Kovalev because I thought, just in my personal opinion, that's an easy fight for Canelo, or easier fight for Canelo than, say, a Demetrius Andrade, who's a slick, skilled boxer, can do it both on the outside, on the inside. He's southpaw, mid-range, it's a good fighter. So, of course, I'm advocating for the tougher fight, which would be Canelo versus Demetrius Andrade in his own weight class. I prefer that fight to a Kovalev fight. But if he wants to go up to 175, cap that WBO title, say he got titles from 154 to 175, something that Triple G was talking about, or at least Abel Sanchez was talking about concerning Triple G. Go do it, man. Do everything that Abel Sanchez allegedly claimed Triple G could do. And you still could you could still at least, what we say, win all the belts. Demetrius Andrade still be there. You know what I mean? So you could still cap all the belts. At least say I held all the belts as well. So, it's up to Canelo. But at the end of the day, I don't really care to see a Canelo-Kovalev fight. I told you guys that. I maintain my position, and also I prefer to see a Canelo-Demetrius Andrade fight. But hey, if he wants to do that, he has the title now of WBC franchise champion. So if he wants to do that Kovalev fight, he's going to have that WBC diamond belt there for that fight in that tournament. So he represents the WBC there as well. So it is what it is. I personally don't think that, that's a fight that I care about. But at least he'll make history. He'll say, hey, man, look, I just became world champion in 4 weight classes. Even though I gotta admit the 168 championship is not the real champion there. It'd be Callum Smith. You have to face a real champion. But if he wants to cap it, so be it. That might be his best way to win a title. I saw Bivol wanted to face Canelo. Said he would have gone down to 168. That would have been a better challenge. Because Bivol, not as big and as accomplished and as well known as Sergey Kovalev, but I'm just saying, that's a much more competitive fight, I think. But hey, do what you do. You want an easy money fight? Well, it's not gonna be easy, but you want to cap some easy money. Go do your do. See what you can do. And he's not gonna be. They say he'll be challenging himself. Ain't gonna have the shorter reach. He gonna be the shorter guy, He gonna be the lighter guy, So I guess in that respect, he'll be challenging himself. Kovalev does have a nice jab. You know what I'm saying? Good jabber. You know, he would feint as if he's going to throw the lead right, and then he'll throw the jab instead. You know, doubles up and triples up his jab. And, you know, he does a couple things. He's got a nice fast jab. Sometimes he varies his speed and rhythm of the jab and that kind of stuff. But honestly, I just don't see him, you know, I just don't see him beating Canelo. That's just my thing. Canelo knows how to get past a jab, so, you know. Anyways, man, I'm going to catch you guys later. I got to go do some stuff. You guys have a good one.